Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright, okay. Alright, it's about damn time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay, okay. All right, it's about damn time. Hello, man babies. A little bit of Lizzo for you there, man babies. I hope you enjoyed that one. Question for you all. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Question for you all to ponder. How fucking fat you have to be fat shamed by Lizzo? That's the question for this evening. But I'll leave you to ponder on that one. Anyway, we're back. We're back for week 2 of 43 in our pursuit to cover the fabulous movie Robocop. And we did enjoy it last week, although we didn't get very far into it. But that's because it's so goddamn good. And it's good to see you all getting revved up in the chat. I see you all. We've got the Liam Neeson cock jokes already in there. And, whoa, yes, Lizzo already being quoted. Beautiful. But look, we have got one hell of a panel. Everyone wanted to get in on the old Robocop stream tonight, so we had to turn a few away actually. But we've just handpicked the best retrobates for you. So, without further ado, oh no, hang on, Brown will absolutely see his arse if I don't do this properly. So, for legal reasons, I have to state that the date is Wednesday, the 2nd of August. It's my birthday in 2 days, man babies. I hope you remember. I am Ruin Johnson, the greatest Hollywood director of modern times. And on this evening's stream / podcast, we are discussing part 2 of 1987's Robocop. So, before we begin, you'll find us on YouTube, OVS, or you'll find us, if you prefer, Podcast. We're on Spotify. Links are in the description. And as always, we're on OnlyFans. Windmilling our cocks. Oh, it's so good. Make sure you get onto that, man babies. And if I've not demonetized the stream already, let's get the guests out. So, from a VPN far, far away, he's the golden reacher android of choice. The android with the hemorrhoids, it's Zee-ThreePIO. Get out here, Z3. Maybe it's not. Is he not ready? Oh, he's still getting oiled up by Uncle Owen. Okay, well, maybe we'll move on to the next one. Okay, next up. Screw you, Z3. You really made an arse out of me there. Next up, watch out, War and Peace. It's the Star Wars novelist, the jester from Leicester. It's a RoboSwap.
Oh, hello, Ruin.
Hello, Robo. Thank God you turned up. I thought I was going to be doing this on my own. How are you doing, RoboSwap?
Okay. I'm just getting over a little cybernetic surgery of my own over the weekend. And so sitting down is a little bit painful, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's a bit of bottom surgery, as they call it in the LGBT world. Is that what we're talking? Or
It's in that region of the body. Let's put it that way.
okay.
I'm not going to go any deeper than that, if you know what I mean. I just don't want to put people off that might be eating at the moment. So we'll stick to the vague descriptions.
Okay, we'll keep it vague.
Yeah.
But he's yes, okay. So, well, look, treat yourself to it, Mr. Kipling. Put your feet up. Adjust the cushion under your arse, and we'll all be fine. But you're looking forward to getting back into RoboCop, Swappers?
I am indeed. I listened to the show last week and loved it, and I was chatting along myself to it because I'm sad like that, and wished I'd been on. And unfortunately, I was too busy to get on the stream, so I thought I'm not missing it this week. So here I am.
Wouldn't miss this for the world. Well, Swappers, although I think we could pull it off, just me and you, but bearing in mind you're a little delicate, should we get some more retrobates out to help us out?
Oh, let's get a group retrobate on, shall we?
I'm tempted to do the full spiel and see if Z's ready, but no, I'll save him to last. So, next up, he's my number one fan. He's camped out in my back garden most nights. He is, set your phasers to stunning and brave. Get ready for the best avatar you'll see this week. It's not Brian Young. Get out here, not Brian.
Hey, good evening, Ruin. Good evening,
Oh.
RoboSwap. Good evening, chat. How are we all?
Good evening.
Evening. What an avatar, Brian. Robocop. You really outdone yourself this time. What a marvel.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Yes, we love it. It's I mean, I do wonder now. We've been doing this stick so long. If people even know who. I mean, how many different characters has Brian Young actually now?
I don't know. I've kind of forgotten myself that it was based in Brian Young. It's kind of I've tried to distance myself from the man for several reasons, but I can't ditch it.
Is the do you sport a goatee yourself, Brian, or
No, I don't have to goatee and I don't have glasses either.
oh, what a shame.
I might have to obtain both.
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, just one of those fake pair of glasses and a bit of bum fluff on the old chin, you'll be fine. Brian, I'm going to come back to you shortly because you do the wonderful summary. You bring us up to speed and you give us a nice little summary of where we're at. So I hope you're all ready for that, Brian.
Yep, up for
Excellent. Okay. Well, it's time to get another retrobate out. So I'm terrified to even go there with Z. So next we will bring out, well, he is the purveyor of meh entertainment. It's the man some call Blue Tube, but we call him Blue Tube. It's all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, the movie Cynic.
Hello there.
It's Robo Cynic. We're all embracing the Robo theme. How you doing, Blue Man?
Doing excellent. I'm going to stream from my 6000 SUX, and it has reclining leather seats and gets really shitty gas mileage.
Oh, beautiful. Greta Thunberg will be tossing and turning in a dad's bed. Yes. So you were gutted to miss the last week's stream, but you were desperate to not miss this one, and we're glad to have you with us.
Yes, glad to be here. Sorry I missed last week, but I'm really happy that you only got like 10 minutes into the movie because there's a lot left to discuss.
Well, yeah, I can't guarantee we're even going to get to Murphy's death tonight. We might just cover the intervening 1 minute where they drive to the mill. But no, we'll see how we do. But yeah, it's good to have you with us, Blue Man. And I know you're a big fan of Robocop, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. I'm going to go there, folks. And if he lets me down this time, honestly, we're getting a divorce. So from a VPN far, far away, send your vibes, people. We need to summon him. It's the golden reach around droid of choice. Is he in the green room? I don't think he. Goddamn it, is he? I don't know. Someone help me out. Is he there?
I don't see him.
Is he not there?
Oh, hello, it's the ruin.
Go on, Brownie. Give us your best Zee-ThreePIO. Come out with some sexual
Oh, hello, sir. How are you this evening, sir? Can I blow you off, sir?
It's not bad. It's not bad, Brownie. Zee's having some technical issues, I presume, is he?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yes.
Okay. We'll make do with you instead then. So it's the Yorkshire Ripper, the man with the keys to the channel, and a bit of demonetization last week, but I'm sure it wasn't us, was it? It was the uber violent Robocop, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Hello, Ruin, you big destroyer of dreams of many, many thousands of fans, millions of fans.
Indeed. And
customers,
destroyer of Lizzo hits as well, but enough said about that one. Brownie, it's in your all-time top 3, this, isn't it?
I would be quite happy if we just spent all day talking about this. I love Robocop.
He loves it. He loves the old Robocop.
It's just fantastic.
Brownie, not to put you on the spot, but when you say a rather big statement like it's in your top 3, I'm compelled to ask, what are the other 2?
To be honest, I could not tell you, but if you said to me top 3 film, this one would pop in straight away.
All right, and what's the other 2? You know I'm not moving on. We'll spend 3 hours on it.
Do you know I like Starship Troopers as well?
Oh, similar vein. And what's the other one? Robocop 2?
No. There's so many good films.
Well,
Casino,
Casino.
Empire Strikes Back, Star Trek 3.
Right, we're up to 5, 6.
I like Total Recall, perhaps.
If you ever wondered why Brownie's no good on dates, this is why, because he goes to the restaurants, they give him the menu, and he just cannot decide what he wants to eat.
Oh, hell, I've forgotten my wallet.
Typical Yorkshire move. Well, okay, Brownie, look, I'm glad. I'm so sorry we haven't got Z, especially with such a robotic-themed movie, but anyway, that is a shame. But we're glad to have you on with us, Brownie.
Thanks, sir.
Few formalities, because I know I'll get my wrist slapped if I don't do them. The movie's Robocop, surprise, surprise, man, babies. It was released in 1987. Certificates are, or 18 if you're in the UK. Runtime, a very nifty runtime, 1 hour 42. Produced by the fabulous Orion Pictures, and we were very complimentary about the catalogue last week. Directed by Paul Verhoeven. Written by a couple of other man babies, produced by a few more man babies. I just want to get into the damn thing now. And it stars Peter Weller as obviously as Murphy, and Nancy Allen, and a few other man babies. And Gavin Blackburn's already splashing the cash there. Go on, Brownie, kick us off with that.
Gavin Blackburn in the chat for £2. Real money, folks. Happy birthday, Ruin. Read in 2 days.
Oh, you've opened it early. Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Gavin. I do appreciate it. Well, look, we're going to get into this, but before we do, I'm going to okay, look, small text on the screen.
Disclaimers, blah, 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 blah,
blah, blah, blah.
You know,
no one cares. No one reads it.
Subs, donations,
unsubscribe,
blah, blah, blah.
press the downvote, and do all that shit. You know what to do. Blue Man, while we arouse ourselves with this fabulous movie poster, I want to go to you, because last week we kicked off by just giving an opening gambit on what we thought of Robocop. So I would like to get yours, if you would, sir.
Yeah, sure. This is a movie that I probably shouldn't have been watching when I was like 4 years old, but I was. This was a film that I was obsessed with when I was a little kid, and I still am to this day. It's one of my favorite movies ever. I never listed it in my top 10, but I would certainly not shame anyone if it was in there. So when I was a kid, I loved it because it was like he was a superhero. And then when you get older and you're watching it, you understand the satire and that there were so many layers to it. So there's a lot to like about this movie. I think it's for everybody. And I mean, actually, Andrew's in the chat, and he's only like 20 years old. He finally caught it and said it's an absolute banger. So it still holds up to this day.
It can come on 1 week, by the way.
Yeah, it still holds up to this day. I think Robocop's one of the coolest movie heroes of all time. And I think Clarence Boddicker is one of the best movie villains ever.
Yeah.
And everything about this was just... It's an incredible movie. Paul Verhoeven's an absolute genius, and I think it takes a special someone to come from overseas to come to America, make a film criticizing our way of life, and just absolutely nailing it in every capacity. So yeah, I hate that I missed last week because I love this movie so much.
Oh. Well, we're glad we've got you now, and wow, you've got us excited. I'm so excited. I want to do a song. Who am I going to pick on? Normally I'd wind up Mega Geek, and he plays hard to get. But who's got some pipes on them? Swappers, go on, give us a blast of this one if you would, Swappers.
Oh Jesus! What? Right? Okay. Hold on a minute. Tom in the chat says, "Hang on a minute. What song is this supposed to be here?" It's Watch It Down. Oh God, no! The memories. How can the light that burns so brightly
suddenly burn so pale, bright eyes?
I've just lost 40 viewers there.
Swapper, stop banging your mic.
It's the table. It's me leg on the table. Damn it!
Stop.
It's his
Stop
massive
it.
Liam Neeson.
It's my third leg.
table.
My third leg. Yeah.
And Smilex in the chat. If I could only share it, says Mega Geek is probably belting out a Barry White track in a karaoke bar somewhere. I'm sure he will be. We know he loves a sing song. But beautiful. Thanks for that submission, Tom, and thank you, Swappers. I'll be calling upon all of you at some stage to give me a little ditty, a little tune. Brownie, obviously another year older shortly, and I'm getting a little bit long in the tooth. I can't remember who else wasn't on that is on this week. Were we all here last week?
Robo Shop.
I didn't think so. Yes. So, Robo Swap, please give me your gambit on Robocop, if you would.
How old was I when I saw it? I think it was about 14. And I was listening to what Z was saying last week about it, and I was pretty much the same as him. Reading Judge Dredd and seeing the movie poster in the comic and thinking, what the hell is this? As soon as I saw the image, I just thought, well, I don't care what this is. I just need to see it. It's just incredible. Just this image alone sold me instantly. And had no idea of the rating or anything. I didn't know if it was family audiences. I didn't know if it was a hard R, whatever. I had no idea. I just knew I wanted to see it. And luckily I was at the age when I was allowed to kind of see grown-up movies. So I could see like ultra-violent stuff like Robocop. And it was, when I saw it, it was the most ultra-violent thing I'd ever seen at that point. Oh my God. There was stuff in there I wasn't prepared for, and I was literally just sat on the chair, just shocked every 5 minutes. There was something new to sort of give me a gut punch of violence, and I loved every single time something like that happened. I just adored it. My eyes were like saucers, just drinking this stuff up, thinking, wow, adult movies are just the best ever. And I never want to see a kid's film again as long as I live, because these are just all the best. And I was on a strict diet of Saturday morning cartoons up to that point. So you can imagine the difference, and just that threshold, crossing that threshold from kids' entertainment into adults' entertainment was one of the most amazing times of my life. And this was one of the best ways of doing it, by watching this film. And my imagination and my appreciation for all things entertainment was flipped on its head because of this film. And my innocence was lost, and I embraced the ultra-violent adult world of movies. And that was it. After this, every other film had to meet this bar of entertainment, the kind of the edginess and the ultra-violence and the visceral nature of how it was all presented on screen. Verhoeven does such a great job. Cameron does it in a very similar way as well, when uses cameras in very sort of clever ways with movements and angles and things, just to make things seem that extra little bit violent, with metal hitting flesh and stuff, and you just wince when you see it. And it just does it superbly. And this movie just full of it. That kind of, when you feel like you've been hit by a sledgehammer, or you feel the pain of a character being hit by a sledgehammer, this movie's full of that. And just for that alone, I can just watch it endlessly. And yeah, just one of my favorite films ever. And I don't know if there's a director's cut of it out there at all. If there is, I haven't seen it, and I need to see it, because I just want, it's like when I saw Alien as a special edition for the first time. I watched it about 1 million times on the first day, even though that's technically impossible. But, I couldn't get enough of all the extra bits, because I love the original movie so much. So any new bits of the original Robocop movie that are out there I haven't seen, I'm desperate to drink up and watch. And it's been so long since I've seen it. I'm so happy to get together with a bunch of like-minded guys and just flood appreciation for this film.
Oh, I don't think we could follow that. Should we just go out?
No, we should probably just get in there.
Cheers for coming, folks.
Before we do, we've got some submissions for, if this was a UK movie, what would it be called? We've had Robo Bobby, we've got Robo Plod. Here's another one, and Mr. Brown, can I get, I'm not reading this out, so you can read your own nonsense out. Would you read this out for us, Brownie?
Mr. Brown Alliance, that's me allegedly. The UK version of this movie was called Robo Tithead. It would be called something like Robo Filth or Robo Rosa.
Yeah. Robo Sweeney.
Yeah.
anyone for the benefit of Blue Man and lots of other non-UK man babies in the chat, want to explain the tit head reference? It's not just unnecessarily offensive. It's there's an explanation behind it. Anyone? Brian, I'm sure you've clashed with the coppers a few times.
It has to do with the helmet that they wear in England.
That's it. Yes.
Not up here.
Yep. The breast and nipple shaped helmets of the
those goofy looking things.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure it would look great depicted in the movie, but okay, let's get on with this. I know you're all itching to go, and Swappers is itching for a completely different reason, but he's on the road to
Warning.
Contains dramatized fictional scenes of violence. So
just how we like it, folks.
Yep, it's it's not nearly as gratuitous as it is for a Lizzo backing dancer, but it is still rather dangerous, this movie. Here we go. So O'Brien, this is where I need to go to Robo-Brian or Robricop.
Nearly forgot. Where are we? It should be a very short recap because we only covered 13 minutes of the film.
We did
last week, incredibly enough. Okay, future Detroit, a dystopian nightmare. Pause. Terrorized by crime boss Clarence Boddicker, the city contracts Omni Consumer Products to run the police force. Officer Alex Murphy has been transferred from Metro South to Metro West as OCP hotshot exec Bob Morton puts prime candidates for his Robocop contingency program in the firing line. After Senior President Dick Jones' enforcement droid spectacularly malfunctions, Morton's program is given the green light. All he needs is a volunteer. Take it away, Ruin.
Oh, Brian, I could listen to an ASMR style podcast of your summaries. It's honestly, it does something for me, I'll tell you. So here we go with the fabulous Nancy. Blue Man, you weren't here for all the nonsense last week. Scale of 1 to 10. What do you make of old Nancy there? It's not a most flattering pose, but what would you give her?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute enough. I'd give her a 7.
Oh, 7. He's totally dropped the ball there, hasn't he, Brown?
Yes.
What would you give her, Brown? Just remind everyone.
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10. Marks out of 10.
Yes, out of
10. 1?
You give her 1.
I'd give her 1. Yeah.
You give her 1. Well done. You give her 1. Okay, there we go. Get that one out early, folks, because we've got a proper good movie here. And there's look at that chiseled jawline and the cheekbones and what a fabulous specimen he is. Brownie, I know you're all excited. Do you want to do a bit of line reading, community theatre?
Yeah, my son Jimmy watches this cop show, TJ Laser.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is awful. Come on, Brown.
And this laser guy does this every time he takes down a bad guy.
Oh, Brown, I'm benching you. I'm absolutely benching you.
Well, you know what? I'll give you a top tip. Weller's American. I do believe we have an American on there.
Right. Okay. Let's get him in. Blue Man, you're up. You're up. Go for it.
What am I doing?
You're doing a line read. This is it.
Jesus. I was like so lost with how we're running this. You really want me to read? We're reading the lines?
I know it's a shock to the system. I know you weren't prepared for this kind of nonsense, but yes.
Get into character, son.
Yeah, my son Jimmy watches this cop show, TJ Laser.
Oh, it's good.
And this laser guy does this every time he takes down a bad guy. Yeah, well, role models can be very important to a boy. He's got this weird tone to him. Okay, I get a kick out of it.
Hey,
very good.
I'm half tempted to scroll backwards and get Brian to do better American than Blue Man, but we won't. Don't worry, Brown.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Brownie, you said you wanted to pad this for 4 more weeks. Which way do you want to go?
Well, it's either that or Ahsoka.
Oh God!
Before we go any further, may I just congratulate Brown for his OCP up in the top right?
Yeah, I did that just before we came on, folks.
Very nice.
Welcome.
Very nice, Brown. It's, yeah, grudgingly we have to accept you've done something.
I
good
do it for you
once, so,
guys, but on this occasion, I do it for me. Moving on.
very nice, that Blue Man. You really got
Very
into the
good, mate.
spirit of it. Well done. Yeah. So this particular scene, it's not there just for two characters talking bullshit. It is going to be referenced back, isn't it, later in the movie? And he's talking about the what is it? What would you call it? Like the spinning gun technique.
Yeah, it's a little flash and pizzazz.
Yeah.
I also really like that we know it's the future because the cups aren't round.
Ah.
Very good.
They're
And
little
did we
square.
establish last week what year is it? What are we set here?
Early 90s. 96, was it?
It's set in 96.
Yeah, there's so many different.
Oh, okay.
We think it's mid 90s, so literally maybe 7 or 8 years, 10 years maybe.
Now I get a look. It says it's set in 2043 according to Wikipedia.
Well,
No,
that
that's
makes more
bullshit, is
sense,
that?
Brown. What the hell?
No, that's bullshit, is that?
No. Well, look, we've got
Oh, yeah, look.
Zee-ThreePIO, who's normally very factually on the ball, who says 2043. Although Iceman disputes it, he thinks it's set in 69. Drew Gordon 11 and 049, and now people are just chucking numbers at me. But we do have Franco, who's backing up Z. I think it's
I just think
2043.
that's just stupid.
Brownie,
is
where
that?
did you get the 90s from?
The game?
Is the game canon?
No. Well, is Wikipedia canon?
It can't be in 2043 because nothing's on fire.
They just made a bad guess.
Planet would be boiling by then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so our two new partners are just chilling out and enjoying themselves. And who's this dude in the back? Is that
an extra?
Oh, okay. He's smoking a rather large joint there by the looks of it. Has he? He's very, very brash.
He almost looks like the guy who robs the shop later on that he arrests.
A bit of foreshadowing there.
Yeah, look, this is the kind of detail you get when you crawl through this movie. An hour per minute.
Is that? Am I seeing boob armor on Nancy Allen there?
No, Murphy has that too, does he not?
Yeah.
Or is his as round and sculpted? Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys, when you were pawing through earlier, talk about how there's like non-gendered changing rooms in the police force?
Oh, we talked about that for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
A trademark of Verhoeven, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Iceman, I can't read out your contribution for legal reasons, but I do appreciate the double entendre, the joke that you're making. Yeah, so gender neutral body armor, very nice, very ahead of its time as always. And the gag here is that he's saying, "Why don't you drive?" But she just automatically jumped in, didn't she, and took took the driver's seat, which is on the wrong side. Weirdly, what's going on there? It's a bit strange, isn't it?
I was watching a movie that took place in the UK yesterday, and I was just like, I cannot rent a car when I go visit you guys because I will kill somebody. I'll just accidentally drive on the other side of the road. There's no way I can drive.
Look who's here, buddy.
Oh, look who it is, Z.
Clarence Boddicker, you are under arrest.
I
do apologize.
I gave you two intros.
Oh my goodness, 2 intros. I am well blessed. I'm very sorry. I've been having some computer problems.
Oh, well, I hope
apparently
you're all
Uncle Owen discovered my porn stash.
He erased it.
He erased it along with a couple of memory backups, so I don't realise what he's done to me. But I'm back for the second part of the movie.
Do you remember who we are?
Vaguely.
Moving on.
We're your friends, Z.
You can stream with your friends for one last time.
For one last time.
Velma says hi, Z. Well, she says something else as well, but you get the gist of it. Yes, well, look, we're so glad we've got you on, Z. We've got the full lineup tonight, haven't we? So I'm going to have to be on my game to make sure everyone's pulling the weight tonight. Well, Z, you've not missed much. We've literally just done a bit. Blue Man did a bit of line reading. Swappers gave us a song. As someone's probably demonetized us already, so you've not missed much, don't worry. And we are about to set off to a crime, aren't we, with our new partnership? And there we go. Oh, suspects armed and dangerous. So they're really being thrown into the deep end here, aren't they? And yeah, here we go. It's we know what we're leading up to, don't we, folks?
Yes.
I can't wait, can you, Brown? A bit more line reading this time. Z, as you've just joined us, we'll get you to do this one if you would.
Shit.
There you go. Thanks, Z. Thanks, Z. And is Brian back, or is he still having
he's
a
away at
proverbial
present.
shit? He's away. Okay. Well, I'll go to Swappers then. Swappers. The line says shit on screen, but can you explain why it says shit? What's happening here?
From what I can gather, it's been a while since I've seen this scene. Something has happened with their heist, and the stuff they've tried to stick in bags and escape with has all gone up in smoke. So Bodica's carefully laid plan has all been fucked up, and he's not happy about it.
And this is the first time we get to see Bodica, isn't it? This is his introduction, isn't it? If I'm not wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
don't know
not.
how old he was in this film, but he was always like 100 years old to me as a kid. I'm probably older than him now, to be honest.
Can we
This
get an
isn't-
age check on Bodica?
This isn't quite his introduction. He's actually introduced earlier in the film during the news report.
Clip.
Oh, you're right, Brian. So
Media
how
break.
diligent you are, Brian. Wow. He's I take it you're not on the
money.
not on the Iron Brew and whiskey tonight, are you? You're keeping it clean.
No, I'm on the jack.
I've just got to say, there's something about Verhoeven's movies that I've noticed. There's a recurring theme. He's very into his metallic greys, isn't he? A lot,
Yeah.
In a lot of in the outfits and in the sets and the backgrounds. Just I don't know what the choice for it is, what the stylistic choice. Maybe it's to bring certain things out or make things look a bit sort of blank and soulless and harsh and cold. I'm not quite sure, but it works, whatever it is.
Yeah, if someone, whether it's one of the retrobates on the panel or one of the man babies in the chat, could do an age check on Clarence Bodica, or certainly the actor who plays him at this point in time, because I often look back at these old movies and I think someone looks about 59 and then I find out they're actually 31. So yeah, I'd like an age check on
He would have been 44.
Holy
Because
shit.
the actor was born in 43. 1943.
Jesus Christ. Right.
And this came out in 87. Well, so yeah, well, it was filmed in 86. So I guess 43.
That is being disputed by some members of the chat. Common People believes he's 69. Max Vroomfondel is going for 23. They're just being silly now, aren't they? Kiriantos is going with 19. But wow, yeah, he's suffering there, Brown, isn't he? A bit of the old male pattern baldness. I think that's not helping him out, is it? Okay, you want me to move on? Okay, okay. But look, Blue Man said it in his intro, and I'd like a few words from you, Brown. Actually, what Bodica, a good baddie, isn't he, so to speak?
I think he's one of the best baddies ever on film.
Wow.
Agreed.
Just totally unforgiving, brutal.
And he's got that thing going on, has he, where he's not. It's never pure anger. It's kind of done with a smile, with a laugh.
Clinical.
Yeah.
A sociopath, if you will.
He is, absolutely. And I mean, the first introduction, we're not to jump ahead, but we're about to see how rotten he treats his own men, which is always a good way of establishing how much of a see you next Tuesday someone is. But what was that message there, Brown?
Can we just pause for a moment?
Oh, there we go. And admire.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
Is that his name? Kurtwood Smith's epic dome.
Yeah.
I like my bad guy with a bit of male pattern baldness. Who's the guy off Oh God, Total Recall. He's got a bit of the
Michael Ironside.
Yeah, he got a bit of the ball.
Another great actor.
Brownie, you'd make a good villain, wouldn't you? You got the voice. You know, you're a right snidey bastard. You've got you've got a lot. You could really do some good work there, I feel. Anyway, we've focused enough on this guy, poor guy's dome. Let's look at the profile view of his dome. There we go. You can see his
It's as good as March, you asshole. You stupid asshole.
You know, it just clicked. I was watching this since I was 4, and I think every other comment I get on my channel is, man, you swear a lot. And I think it all just came together right now.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of
It's
a lot
really
of
good
expletives.
when he's saying this, he's just spitting everywhere as well. It's fucking great acting.
I love his visual look too, like the baldness and the glasses, and he's skinny and kind of tiny, and yet he's unbelievably intimidating.
With a polo neck.
Juxtapositions.
He's like a friend's dad that you always fear, isn't he? That you keep your friend out for too long, and then you sort of bring him back after 7 p.m. and he like rips into you on the doorstep. He's like, "Oh, so sorry, Mr. Boddicker, I didn't mean it."
Yeah, a lot of love for Boddicker in the chat as well. I can see there. But he loses shit here, doesn't he? I mean, we're seeing he's quite a volatile chap. He
what do you want?
chucks the money all over the place.
Stupid asshole.
Oh, you're loving it, Brownie. You love a line read, but you're so goddamn terrible at it. I mean, it's really a curse, isn't it? But I don't know.
I've heard from his exes that he's not very good at deliveries.
We'll get him there. Don't worry. Maybe we'll get you to do your Jamaican accent at some point.
Yeah,
I know.
No.
I know the chat do love it. I do believe we may. I'm sure one of the members of Boddicker's gang is of a. I don't want to be derivative here, but he seems to be some kind of African American descent, isn't he? So anyway, we're
Leon Nash.
Yeah, we're about 5 weeks off that, so don't worry about that.
10 weeks.
So I'm going to ask Blue Man because he's our resident American. Blue Man, we often see in these movies this kind of rather large, rather slow van that seems to be the van of choice for criminals. Is this a particular well-known make of van in the United States?
Yeah, this is the go-to for bank robbers. You see them at least once a week. Yep.
Is it used for anything else other than just robberies?
Probably it's sitting out front of elementary schools.
Oh God!
Oh,
jeez.
Is this how the salesman sort of pitch it to customers on the forecourt of the van?
This is like you can utilize it for anything. It's a food truck, it's an elementary school sitter, or it's a bank heist. You can use it for anything.
A lot of people saying UPS in the chat. Don't know what that stands for. I also recall it from Point Break. Don't they use it on Point Break as well? I'm pretty sure, or maybe they don't. I don't know. But I've seen it many times. But it just, I mean, it's nice and roomy and spacious, but it seems a bit slow for an escape vehicle. I don't know.
Maybe they didn't expect to get caught.
Well, yeah, if you're as badass as these guys. Who's this chap, Brian? You seem to know who everyone is. Who's this rather dopey-looking idiot?
Leon Nash, played by Ray Wise, who you might remember if you're old enough from Twin Peaks back in the day.
Yeah. He's got one of those faces, hasn't he? He's one of those actors that you've seen in loads of things, but you can't quite remember what.
Yeah.
He was in Star Trek Next Generation as well. Yeah.
Voyager as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Great actor. A contribution from Ocella Squadra Course. I'm sure I'd remember that name. So is this a new part of the Man Baby Army, Brown?
No, he's been or her.
Okay.
I'll try not to gender anybody.
He, she, they.
A few weeks.
Okay.
They, them, probably.
Good to have you on, Ocella, and makes a great observation. Joker's van in Batman as well. Yep. And Atom Gray, who says it's truly the whitest Detroit ever. I
It is
assume
New
that's...
Detroit, though. It is New Detroit in its defense.
Yeah. So we have not only is Boddicker pissed off because all the money's been destroyed, but we've got the cops on his tail. And there we go. See, speed it up. They're not going to get much more than 60 out of that thing, are they? And we have this chap. Z, what do you make of this chap? A bit more... Another baldy, isn't he? And he's got a bit of the gingers and some straight sideburns. But what do you like this guy? What do you know about him? Oh, Z's having
Oh,
major
sorry,
meltdowns.
I'm not there. That's Emil Antonowski. my brain tuned out for a second. That's Emil Antonowski, played by Paul McCrane.
Oh, there we go.
He's quite a nasty member of the Boddicker gang.
And he has a particularly, again, we're not going to get there for about 12 weeks, but he has a particularly awesome death in this movie, doesn't he? We look forward to that one.
Yeah.
Probably get there around about Halloween, won't we, Brown, I think?
Hopefully.
If we time it right, yeah.
How appropriate.
But yeah, he is another... I mean, the thing I like about this gang, they do all have very distinctive kind of personalities and looks, don't they? I do like that about them.
They're all very over the top, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom likes it. Tom says, brilliant character, great performance.
I'm with Tom.
Yeah.
He is one of the most memorable things about this movie, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
They're all great.
Even
Z,
Bobby.
the punchable face says, stop downloading
Bobby
porn
boy.
straight into your memory.
I've got 24 gigabytes to make up. Just be silent. Let me do my thing.
People are already getting excited about Halloween, Brown. You're going to have to get your thinking cap on for Halloween. A few people are mentioning about doing the original Halloween.
We've done it.
Oh, we might have to do it again. What about the next one? Halloween 2 or 3? There's about 15 of them.
I would do Halloween 2. I'm partial to Halloween 2.
Okay.
Can
well,
you remember what we did for Halloween almost 2 years ago?
Oh, God. I can't remember what I had for my dinner last night, Brian. I mean...
It was The Last Jedi.
Oh,
no.
Was it really?
No.
Was that when we did it? Wow, how appropriate.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's one way to ruin Halloween. Okay, well, let's not get bogged down in Halloween. I don't know how we got into that. So the pursuit is on, isn't it? And we've got our two partners here, and one's got the helmet on, one hasn't. But they're going to go this alone, aren't they? Blue Man, kind of set the scene up for us, if you would. What's going on here?
So these two are they're staying in hot pursuit of these bank robbers who are our primary antagonists. And backup's going to be a minute. So they decide to go it alone anyway. And then hijinks ensue. But you get this nice little car chase.
This 20-mile-an-hour car chase.
Yeah, it is rather slow.
I do like a slow chase, as you man babies know. Yeah, it's quite desolate here as well, isn't it? Not much on the roads, thankfully. It's
Must be a lockdown.
I think it's a climate change lockdown in the future. That's what we're looking at
How
here.
dare you?
It can't be climate change, Ruin. Everything's not on fire.
Oh, well, you know.
How dare you?
I think we're in a post Black Lives Matter world here, so there's no fires and riots and anyway, let's not get into that. So ETA 15 minutes for police backup on an armed robbery? That's appalling.
Remember,
here in the UK, sir, it's an hour and a half.
Well, yes.
Remember, most of the police have been. Is it 30 plus police officers have been shot dead?
Yeah, I mean, that's the point of the movie, that the tone that's set at the beginning is just like the crime is so rampant, they can't actually go to everything when they need to. Cops are being murdered or they're just quitting. So they're put in quite a pickle.
The chat are, nice.
They're not on strike yet. Someone just asked if the cops are on strike. They're not yet. they're considering it.
Yeah, that's Ponty Paul in the chats. Okay, so basically our villains, being the villainous villains they are, they're not just going to try and outrun the police in that huge lumbering UPS van. They are going to they're going to blast the shit out of them via the back door, aren't they? But Swappers, if you could take up the reins here, so talk us through this one.
From what I can recall, they're about to offload some ordnance onto the police to try and slow them down. And luckily, Murphy's now donned his helmet, so he's not quite going to receive his life-changing injuries yet. But he's dual wielding. What a dangerous guy! But we're going to see some serious action here with some nice gunplay.
And you could say our expectations are subverted somewhat here, aren't they? Because we're expecting this almighty gun battle via the back door of the van, and surprise, surprise. Go on, Brown, redeem yourself.
What the fuck? Where did he go?
That's better. That's better. Well done, Brown. We probably give that a.
Oh, thank you.
You've been about 2 out of 10. That we're getting you up to about a 6 there. So they've done the old pass them on the outside or the inside. I can't tell anymore with these American road systems. But yep, and there's Murphy. Look at him go. Double guns going for it. And does he take anyone out here?
Bobby.
He shoots.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby
shoots him,
it.
but he doesn't kill him.
He's got him in the leg.
He's got him in the leg there.
You can see it there. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Brownie, I know. Come to realize that with these streams, it's like a yin and yang thing. It's either a great movie in which we get a lot of look at that, or it's a really bad movie in which we get a mega geek. This is shit. So, is this a look at that moment? Do you like this particular?
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad. I'm saving it. I don't want to go in too hot, you see.
No, I know. He's saving them up, folks. We didn't establish the rules of the drinking game, so I'm taking submissions. But any ideas from the retrobates?
The same one
fancy a drink.
The same one as last week, where a Fenneman refers to Peter Weller as Paul Weller.
Oh, we'll have that one, yes. And probably baldness, or feel as though it's already featured several times. That should play a part.
We actually have to refer to Peter Weller as Dr. Peter Weller, because he has a PhD in art history. He was at Dublin Comic Con last year, and some smart arse said, "Are you a doctor?" Of course, I said, "Can you have a look at the rash in my leg, please, Dr. Weller?"
It looks like a Picasso.
I'm gonna go right round the retrobates and take a drinking game trigger from each of them. So starting with you, Brian. I know you've already given me one, but give me another one because you're a Scot and you do like to drink up there in Scotland, don't you?
Oh, here's a good one then. Every time there's some blood splattered across the screen.
Okay, I'll just open my next can, ready for that one. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Swappers, you got a drinking game trigger for us?
All I can think of off the top of my head is the use of the word fuck.
Oh, that was mine.
Cynic now.
Get thinking, Blue Man. I'll come back to you. Z, assuming you're not downloading porn and malfunctioning, what have you got for us, Z?
I have. Take a drink every time a member of the Boddicker gang is killed.
Oh, okay. Blue Man, have you had time to rethink?
Oh God, I guess every time Clarence Boddicker says "nah," so you guys are gonna have to drink a lot in a minute.
Brownie?
Every time we see a muzzle flash, because it took me ages to get the muzzle flashes for your delight. So muzzle flash. So drink, everybody.
Sounds very Jewish, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
Okay. Okay, well, you've got a few to work with there, man babies. Thanks, retrobates. Didn't miss anyone out, did I? Okay, so the police are getting shot up, and I mean that's. Are they going?
Muzzle flash. Drink, everybody.
Muzzle flash. Oh god! All right, we're on it already. I'm on the BrewDog tonight. The BrewDog Hazy Jane.
Do I have your permission to go get some alcoholic refreshments, everybody?
How far are you going?
Drink. I normally don't drink.
Brown, can you get?
Are you going to Asda?
What do you want, Brian?
Get me a bottle of Smirnoff Ice. I'm feeling fruity.
Okay, I'll drop it in tomorrow. Yeah.
There was a stream. I don't know if it was last week or it was 3 years ago. Who knows anymore? But Brown basically did something rather banal where he just said to everyone, "Put your favorite number in the chat," and he got really excited about it.
Yeah.
It was real low, to be honest. But
the chat went mental.
In an effort to get to know the man babies in the chat, and I feel I already do know them, the dirty little minds, but drop your favorite tipple in the chat if you would, man babies, and let's just check with the retrobates. Blue Man, what you like to sip on when you're relaxing?
I don't drink, but it used to be Jack Daniel.
Okay,
that's for sure. Yeah.
But if you were to have a non-alcoholic beverage, what you like to partake in?
Oh, just give me a medium roast coffee.
Oh, coffee. Okay.
Oh,
very
yes.
Nice. Brian, you're a Jack man, aren't you, Brian?
I'm a Jack Daniels purist. Yep.
Pure. Do you have it neat?
Oh.
Just with ice normally, but I have to ditch the ice for the streams, otherwise I'd be clinking the entire show.
Sorry, Roo.
It's all right. I'm just you go for it, Brownie, because they're all. It's nice.
You ask the questions.
I'll ask the questions. You play with your cock.
I'll flash.
Is that a real thing? But what?
But fun 99.
Z, we know you like a nice oil bath, but do you drink anything else?
Well, I have a vodka and Monster at the side of my desk here, which is keeping me suitably inebriated as I've drunk half of it already.
A Monster? That's going to keep you up all night, Z. Oh.
Quite probably, sir, but then so does Uncle Owen.
What about Mr. Kipling? What about you, Swappers? What do you like?
Oh, I'm quite partial to a bottle of Devon's Best Deep Insider.
Oh, okay. There we go. We haven't asked you, Brown, have we? What do you like, Brown?
I am partial to an amaretto sour.
Okay.
And Dan.
And one can of lager. Doesn't matter which.
One lonely can of lager.
Have a can of Top Jack and he's fucked.
Yeah, one can Dan, mate. I do like gin and tonic.
Brownie, while we've got you, because I'm just looking at all the submissions in the chat, and there's some, everyone's sharing their favorite drink. We've got a good vibe going on tonight. There we go. Yep, very good, Iceman. Can you read this one, Brownie, in the style of a Jamaican? In the style of a Jamaican.
Get on with it.
Let's make it easy for you. Here you go.
Do you know, I knew you was going to do that one. Yeah, man. Cider feet in the chat. Lizzo's flap juice tastes like KFC, man. Irie?
That accent probably sounds a lot different in your head.
It tastes a lot different.
Oh,
moving on.
Okay, well, I'll get one for everyone then. I mean, I know we're getting bogged down here, but it's a good.
Come on, we are getting bogged down.
We are getting bogged down. Brian, in the style of Robocop, just to get us back on topic, could you read out this one, please?
Oh God! Isaac, I can't do fucking
We've finally broken Brian.
Bike pump, colon rinse.
Come with me, or there will be bike pump colon rinse.
Oh god, that's tickled me. Thanks, Brian. Blue Man was so looking forward to really getting into Robocop, and we're just sat here reading out drinks in silly accents. It's so. Anyway, we're up to 75 man babies watching, Brown. That's
Hello, Matt.
that's
76. So we're coming in.
76. There we go.
Lean
Look at
on, pick him up.
big baldy dome, everyone. Take a big drink.
He really is a.
But I say
isn't
it with love.
Isn't he bad? Isn't he bad?
He's a great bad guy.
Just one of the best. Top
He
5
is.
easy. Top 5.
And he's, as someone mentioned earlier, I think I swap as someone, I don't know who it was. He's not really a physical threat in any way, is he? He looks like, doesn't look much of it, but he really.
It's probably the kind of German World War II kind of, with the little glasses.
He's a Nazi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Nazi look, yeah.
He looks like someone that would beat up his wife and his next door neighbour's wife.
And do experimentation as well.
On his wife?
Yeah.
Mm.
He's got that look about him as if he could quite possibly steal the Holy Grail.
Yeah. And then melt afterwards. He's just the look. I mean, God damn it, man! His acting when he's not even acting is incredible. It's just the look in his eye. You just don't want to mess with him.
I bet he's a really nice guy in real life as well. Abject Mediocrity, who's our resident timekeeper, says we're 1 hour in and we've only
got that far. 5 minutes.
That's impressive.
Anyway, back to the action because. I know it's a bit of a slow chase, but it is quite a good action scene.
No, hang on.
Oh, no,
he's actually reloading.
Yeah.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Bobby.
Oh,
no,
you
no.
Bobby.
It's so. It's so goddamn quotable, this movie, isn't it?
That's why, I know. That's why there's so many slides, because every line is just classic.
Yeah, we need to pay respect to the chat because they have been lighting it up with quotes since the start
they're
of the stream.
Absolutely on top form. In fact, Blue Man, if you could do me the honors, because Atom Gray's been very creative, if you could read this one, please.
Hit the like button like Bobby hits a windshield.
Yeah, very good. And here we go. And this, this is a good way really to show how nasty a bad guy is, isn't it? When he's willing to really mistreat his own gang so badly. And wow, there he goes, Bobby hitting that windshield.
Gang.
And from what I remember, the stunt work on this is pretty damn impressive, isn't it? I mean,
yes.
We've got a few instances of it, but this is one of them, and it's you've captured it well there, Brown.
Thank you.
Okay, paying you compliments. I know it's a rarity. So Bobby's hit. Oh God, there he is. See, look at the stunt work there. Let's have some appreciation.
He's still alive.
Max has a solution. If you're ever just a little tip for the man babies, because I do like to give you life tips where possible to improve your daily lives. But this time, Max is going to help you all out. He says, if you're ever in this situation, here's the solution.
Tip.
Here's the solution.
Turn on the wipers.
Turn on the wipers. There you go.
Very good.
Poor Bobby. And there he is again. So like that, you can see that there's no CGI here. It's just pure old school stunt work, isn't it? Great.
They were nice enough to push him off.
Yeah, they had to literally shove him off.
Yeah, they didn't just hit the brakes and let momentum do the rest.
Beautiful. And this little van's still going for it, isn't it?
Did you guys talk about how shitty these police cars are? Like these
Turbo Cruiser.
Yeah, the actual vehicles they use, I think they were just like Ford Tauruses or something, and they just essentially spray painted in black and stuck a little sticker on the side door. They just look
there you go
scummy because they are.
Robocop's on it.
Yeah.
Rainbow Cop.
Yep.
And Smilex.
I think
and
we
Jay.
pressed the same button at the same time,
Oh,
mate.
yeah. They're all on it.
Smilex. See, the chat know their shit.
The
don't
chat
they?
know the shit. Well, either that or they're just copying Blue Man. I don't know which one. But Brownie, do we need to switch slides here? What's going on?
Do we? Yes,
It
we
looks
do.
like we. Oh my word!
Bear
Have we
with
got
me.
through so many? All right.
Here we go, folks. Are we ready? Are you sitting comfortably? This is it, folks.
You're building this up. Okay. So this gaff plays quite a pivotal location. Z, I wonder if you could embellish this for us. So it's what are we looking at here?
Well, it looks like an old factory of some sort.
I think
It's
they
a
call
steel
it the
mill.
mill, don't they? Yeah.
Steel mill, it is.
It's quite
axis-
dystopian, isn't it?
It is, with all the aesthetic piping and tubes and everything. Quite an ideal hideout for an evil supervillain.
Yeah.
Like Axis Chemicals.
A bit like Axis Chemicals. Although I don't know why they'd have these toxic chemicals at a steel mill, but there you go.
This is just good writing too, because I mean the film's climax this year as well. It's just they come back to this. This movie's just so goddamn good in every capacity.
While we've got you, Blue Man, could you do the honors of reading out this super chat from our friend Dark Hour?
Ah, yes, Dark Hour for $2. I'd buy that for $1 if $1 supers were allowed.
Very good. And we can say, there you go, Dark Hour. We got that in an American accent for you there. How good is that? Yeah, 5 mile an hour speed limit around this place, so I think we'll be fine as far as the chase goes. We're well comfortably within that limit. So, yep, the old mill in Sector 3D. And it's everything slows down a little bit here, doesn't it? The tension builds, and yeah,
it's basically a suicide mission, isn't it? That's one.
Yeah, it's
very
really
very mild
surprising.
problem I've got with it.
I just love that
Go
they
on,
decide to
Brian.
split up. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was a bit of a flaw. But go on, Brian. What was your problem?
Just the fact that it's a complete suicide mission. They're facing guys that are completely outgunned and outmanned, and I know they're stretched, but do you know what? I'm not going to be too harsh on it. It has to happen for the plot, I suppose. But
yeah, I was saying to Brownie in the green room, I watched this back just yesterday actually in preparation for this, and I absolutely loved it. And it's a fantastic film, and it holds up, and so much to praise. But there's just a few things, a few little niggles, and you're right. This didn't sit quite right. That they, without backup, they just pressed on. As Blue Man said there, they split up even, and yeah, it's just I guess the plot needed it, but yeah, if you're going to pick holes, this is maybe one of them. We have another super chat. Maybe we could get Z to read this one out, if you would, please, Z.
Of course, the uninspired reviewer for €2 says, "Here, have some real money, not Dark Hours dollars."
Well, uninspired reviewer, we appreciate it, but I'm afraid, Brownie, are we calling that real money? The old euro or whatever it is?
It's kind of monopoly money, perhaps. Did we do Ceretis Paribus as well?
Oh, I don't know. Did we miss that one? Wow.
$2. A cheers to the now sober. Did we do that? I can't remember.
We didn't. But well, we'll cheers to that. I'll drink to the now sober. Here's to sobriety, folks.
And I assume we did this one.
We absolutely did. Blue Man gave us a wonderful rendition of that one. Dark Hour, he's put it up twice, so you owe us $2 more, I'm afraid. So the backup is not forthcoming, so our heroes are going to have to go it alone.
I blame Lewis for this because it's her call.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and they've shown that they'll kill their own, their own gang members. They're not going to go light on these guys. and we know where they are. So there's just no reason to pursue this right now, other than, I don't know, ego, I guess.
This is it. You call it.
Well, hold the line, folks, because we've just had the Lizzo of all super chats. Common people, you sexy bastard, Brownie.
£20, real money, folks.
Well, what does he actually say though?
Are you going to say? Because I think it'd give you the most pleasure saying the last word.
Okay, so common people with 20 English pounds, that would buy you at least 2 drinks at your local bar these days, says, no, here's some real money, bitch tits. Oh, I love your sign off, common people. That's fabulous. And we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Cheers, my friend.
Very generous. Thank you very much. So we are working our way towards what is a harrowing scene. We're hopefully going to get there tonight. But they're going to go for it, aren't they? They're going to go it alone.
She says, yeah. So it's her fault, yeah. Well, spotted.
We're blaming bitch tits, are we? Okay. Casual sexism from Jay Goodwin there. Yeah.
Well, it is true. The car is totaled.
Brownie, other than Princess Fiona, do you allow any other females on this stream, either in the panel or in the chat?
There's Amelia Bedelia. She's one of the regulars now.
Yeah, we get Vex on here regularly.
Vex, we love Vex.
Rennie.
Okay, that's 4.
We do have Punani. We just don't spot it out that often.
Basically, it's a sausage fest.
Brian.
So here you go. Sorry, we'll do this one first.
Oh.
Yes. Hello, darling.
Dark Hour. I would request a refund if I was you. Your super chat just got bumped for a lady. I don't know if everyone caught that, but it absolutely did. Dark Hour, I still love you. And just for that, Brian is going to do this in the most amazing steel stormers you've ever heard. Go on, Brian.
Dark Hour for $3 American dollars says, uninspired reviewers trying to outbid with euros.
Oh, Dark Hour, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Okay, let's do this. And the van's empty, isn't it? And they are seriously outgunned here, aren't they? They are really outgunned. I mean,
it's just madness.
I mean, they have shotguns. And the cops have pistols. It's just a terrible, terrible idea.
Madness.
Someone in the chat said, like, that's what makes Murphy great, is that he has the balls to do this, but I don't know about that. Like, it's a goofy situation. Like,
he won't have any balls in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's not gonna have anything shortly here.
Ball bearings.
There's a rumor going around the man babies in the chat that Vex is here.
She is.
All right. Well, we'll say hello to Vex then. Vex, if you're here, drop your favorite drink in the chat. You've missed that one earlier on. And they're splitting up. This is lunacy, but maybe bravery as well. Oh, and Princess Fiona now going by the name of
Amber Sidaway, yes.
Princess Panseroff. Amber Sidaway.
How could we forget Amber?
How could we? I know.
And Johnny Lawrence's mum.
Yes. Johnny Lawrence's mum, yes. So we've got a few. We're blessed.
Smilex says, does Velma count as well?
I mean,
she's got a beard, but
is transgender.
Yeah.
What about best Tess ever?
Yeah.
Although we all know who that is, really, but never mind.
Yeah, moving
on. Amelia says it's always a sausage fest.
It is.
Okay, let's get on with this because we really
get on with it.
Yeah, we're really getting to a good bit here, folks. So our hero cop split up. Whoa, look at that, Brownie. No.
Yes.
I just thought you'd like that. I mean, look at the physical acting.
Oh, it's good acting, yeah. It is. It's great acting. Moving on.
I was thinking not to pause the momentum we've got going.
Cheers,
but
R2, yes. Cheers, man.
I was thinking what this movie does really great, and this is what I realised. Who's that jerking
Cynic.
off the?
Oops, I was on camera for a second. What's up?
Stop playing with yourself.
I was thinking what this movie does really great is the backstory we get of Murphy. I think if this was made today, they'd probably just launch straight into Robocop and wouldn't give us any of this. But we get it. This is all backstory, isn't it, for Murphy? And it's fabulous. It's why we love him.
To give him extra backstory in the 2014 reboot, but that really didn't work.
Like your mic doesn't work.
My mic works fine. What are you talking about, Brown?
He's having a nightmare.
All right, it's me then. There you go, folks. Uninspired reviewer is Ruin's disappeared. Yes, I am Dark Hour. Also, does the panel consider Robocop to be Paul Verhoeven's magnus opus? Cheers, lads.
No,
for
Starship
sure.
Troopers, I think, is a superior movie.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
The Hugh Edwards cam, get on there, Ruin.
Brownie, I've been fucking around and I appear to have changed some settings. Hello, man, babies. I've been doxxed, god damn it.
You Edward 209 was. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm really stretching the gag now, aren't I? But sorry, man, babies. Don't screenshot this because I don't like
Just
to reveal
turn
my
your,
true identity.
Press the three dots.
Press the three dots.
No, just go at the bottom. It says stop. Is it stop cam or something?
Stop
Yeah, you
cam.
just turn
Yeah,
that on.
okay. I'll put my pants up. Hang on.
Don't forget to wipe.
Nice gone again.
Oh.
It's pressed the wrong button again.
Oops.
Hooray!
Hey.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Brian, I think you're presenting.
Hey, that's good because I don't have control of the slides. Oh, there we go.
Am I back? Have you got
Yes.
me?
Yeah.
We'll just edit that bit out, Brown. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
nobody
that.
will
We'll
notice.
edit. Anyway,
Don't worry.
we've had more than enough to marvel at this fabulous facial expression, haven't we?
He's doing exactly what I did on Saturday when I had my examination.
Then take your teeth, sir.
Iceman says, how long has Ruin been in a prison in Iraq?
Forever. Since 2003.
Chained up to a radiator.
Max says, wait, Ruin's not a Lordo.
It looks like one of these dirty ex-SAS officers. Who's making a career out of media. Dirty bastard.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know whether it's a compliment or a derogatory.
Well,
but
there you
anyway.
go. Up the arse. Yes. Should we get on with it?
Let's get on with it. We're getting bogged down in my technical difficulties. Okay, so we are closing in on the gang, aren't we? And we've tracked them down to the mill. That's a cute shot of Nancy.
Yeah, looking good.
And mic placement there is about as good as Zee's.
She needs to pull that helmet a bit, doesn't she?
She needs to pull my helmet as well.
She was really good. I really did fancy her in this film.
How old is Nancy? Not that I'm obsessed with her age, but
that's a good question. Anybody know how old she early 30s perhaps on this?
She's about 29 in this, isn't she?
I think she'd been about mid 30s.
Mid 30s, okay.
Someone sent me a photograph of her in some black underwear, lacy underwear, and I have to change. I have to change my rating from 5 to at least 7.5.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Still got it there, Brian.
Send me a DM and I'll pass it on to you.
We're getting
She
some
was about
look at that in the
37,
chat.
38 in this.
She was 37 when this movie came out. She was
No,
born in 1950.
she looks way too young for that.
That's crazy.
God, she's 73.
Moving on.
What a great shot you've captured here, Brown. Is this is she blowing up a condom? What's going on here?
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum. Okay.
This was foreshadowed earlier when she was doing the bubblegum earlier with the you driving thing.
I'm laughing at Melvin Teapley's comments. He says, "I always pictured Ruin as looking like Stan Boardman." Only the Brits will get that one. He's an old school Scouse comedian.
They bombed our chip shop. You know that? Them German Fockers.
Like a bit of Stan Boardman. There was another comment I wanted to hone in on. Where was it? Getting bogged down in the chat here, but here we go. Dark Hours one. He says, "Has anyone noticed the disproportional amounts of blonde women these stream attracts?" Is that right, Brownie? We get a
we never assume anybody's hair color on the avatar.
Oh, okay.
Because they're all deep fakes or AI, rather.
Blue Man, I, if I may, what's your natural shade? I mean, it's surely not blue.
No, it is brown.
Oh, yeah, brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it much of a job to get that blue effect?
Yeah, it takes a couple hours, and the only reason it's not blue is because the last time I went to have it done, the person sucked, and there was like literally burned my skull, and I lost like clumps of hair.
Oh,
so at some point I'll probably go back, but I'm going au naturel for a little while.
Do you have to get it dyed blonde first and then
colored?
Yeah. I used to get red put through my hair for years, but you know.
Yeah, it was the bleach that singed the old hair.
Too strong.
Yep.
Brownie, would you ever consider dyeing the old skullet? Would you get some?
I did the train spotting Renton thing.
Yeah.
Dyeing my hair bleach blonde in the early zeros. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was all right.
You rocked that
when I had hair.
Oh,
Moving
we like
on.
it.
What do you mean?
What
Sick boy dyed his hair.
Sorry. Yes.
That's quite the shot, Brownie. I just noticed it. What the fuck?
Yeah,
John Shuttleworth.
Who is John Shuttleworth? I don't know.
Brilliant.
Drew Gordon is. Where's Drew Gordon gone? The chat's on fire. Wow, I'm sorry, Drew, but he's cutting to the chase. Basically, it's the money shots we're looking at here.
You mean this one?
That's the one.
It's funny because the character's name is Joe Cox, and that's exactly what she gets distracted by.
That's where he stops pissing, isn't it?
I can't do that. I have to continue until I finish.
I
mean, if this was me in this film, it would take another 20 minutes. Because after you have your first wee, at this age, you have your second wee, which is just after you've had your first wee. Yeah. It's a never-ending
hands
cycle.
up! Get your hands 50. Up! You fucking kidding me, bitch? It just goes everywhere, literally everywhere.
Dark Hour is says Fiona, Amber, and Amelia, the blonde trifecta of Brownie streams.
Yes, please.
It's like your backing band, isn't it, Brown?
Oh yes, yes, please.
Have we got? Because I know how horribly discriminated gingers are by Hollywood. Have we got any gingers in the chat? Interested to know if anyone wants to fess up on that one.
I lost my virginity to a ginger.
I believe I did as well.
Actually. Amazing.
Yeah. Brian's put something in the green room chat. Brown, are we allowed to get that on screen, or could that get?
No, I don't know what it is.
Well,
that's not bad.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you look behind the scenes, but I'm sure the man babies in the chat might appreciate it. So, okay, get us back on track here, Blue Man, if you would, because we appear to have. Well, our hero has cornered one of the bad guys, but there's a little more going on here, isn't there?
A little bit. I think he needs to get his bladder checked. It's like a weak stream he had.
This is
he's shooting about 6 feet in the air. Sorry, Swabbers.
Yeah, this is Brown's opportunity for a bit of community theatre right here.
Mind if I zip this up?
Oh, go on. I feel as though you need to give that another run, Brown. Go on.
Mind if I zip this up?
No, go full on. You know, African. Embrace it. Your African roots.
Mind if I zip this up, man?
Yeah. It just slotting in the man at the end. It just seems to get that extra 10% out of Brownie, doesn't it? There we go. So at this point, is his Liam Neeson massive wanger just flopping around? Is that what we're expected to believe?
She just can't help herself.
And that's the problem, isn't it? There we go.
Oh,
take a peek.
Distracted.
Z, did Uncle Owen ever catch you in this trap? Did he ever get his big wanger out and then distracted you, and then next thing you know, you're getting this shit kicked out of you? Do you ever?
No, sir. He turns me off, and then when I wake up, he's inside me.
Oh,
it's quite distressing.
Oh, no.
Nightmare.
Oh God! Pack it in.
The intrusive thoughts win.
Boom. It's a rookie mistake, isn't it, to be distracted by the cock?
once you've had black, apparently.
Yeah. See, Iceman's been to police school. He knows never look down.
Everybody's saying take a drink.
Take a drink.
Yeah.
Not sure what for, but
oh, sorry.
You got rid of Brian's gag.
Go on, do it.
Not Brian in the chat says 2 shiny helmets on show. I liked it, Brian.
That's an assumption he's circumcised.
That's America after all.
Talking of below the belt procedures, are you comfortable there, Swappers? You okay?
Yeah, just don't make me think about it. I'll be fine.
Okay. We won't make you think about it. So she falls onto the appropriately placed crash mat there.
Some planks of wood.
Yeah.
And then we get one of the most iconic laughs.
Yeah.
Anyone recreate that for us?
I can, but I'd have to step back from the microphone.
Go on, Blue Man.
It's like a little mouse.
Accurate.
Jamaican fire hose. Man.
So Murphy is honing in now, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, you can see our bad guys. They steal the money to buy Coca-Cola, apparently. So it's, fairly innocent.
I just love the description of capitalism here, how it works.
Yeah, why bother making it when we can just steal it? Ain't no better way to steal money than free enterprise.
Unless it's Jamaican Brown, honestly, it's subpar. And there was, oh god, this TV show, yeah. Now, didn't someone say last week it's? I think it was Brian actually. Was it you, Brian? Who said it's based on Benny Hill? Was that right?
No, it was. I think it was Z.
Oh, it was Z who said that. Apologies, Z. Yeah, I always makes me wonder when you see these little clips, what would the entire show look like?
I'd watch it. I'd buy it for $1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
That's a lot. Oh God.
Serratis Parabolus. Phoebe Waller-Bridge wrote this scene. She couldn't write anything as good.
Brownie, I've not forgotten the little thing Brian dropped in the chat. Are you able to get that up for the good people of the Brown Alliance stream? You're not?
Can't get it up, eh, Brown?
Oh,
damn.
No.
Okay. Sorry, folks. Brown's not playing ball. Well, use your imaginations. What was it, Brian? Describe it for the people. Was Brian gone?
Brian's gone for a couple minutes.
Okay. A lot of leather going on with these bad guys, isn't there?
I approve. I'm a leather guy.
I've posted it in the chat, whatever it is.
Yeah, it is very Benny Hill, isn't it? With all the scantily clad ladies and yeah. They all seem to enjoy this show, though, don't they? It's
funny, yes.
Yeah. I know. We're all poised because we all know what's coming, don't we?
Don't move.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Go ahead, pick it up. Do it.
Boom. Wow. Great shot there, Brown.
Oh, yes.
Have you got a quota of look at that and you don't want to hit your quota?
Sorry, guys. Dougie has just been killed. Drink.
Drink, everybody.
Drink.
Cheers,
God,
everybody.
I'm running out of drink. God damn it. I'm actually running out of drink.
I've drunk half a bottle, and it's one of the big bottles of Asari beer. I am one can down. Sorry. Drink, everybody.
Double drink, yeah, indeed.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay,
Iconic.
it's iconic, and when it's an iconic line, we have to go right through the panel, like Lizzo going through an ice cream factory. We're just going to devour this. So let's start with you, Brown. Go for it.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
And Swappers.
Dead or alive, you coming with me or what?
Is Brian back?
No.
No. Okay. Blue Man?
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Oh, that's beautiful. What have you got, Z?
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Oh, excellent. We do like an iconic
Go on,
line.
Ruin, you do it.
Okay, I'll do it. Dead or alive, you're coming with me, man babies. There we go. Yeah, and he's not for the first time. This guy's been been caught short as such, but
Lewis.
So what's happening with Lewis? Is she still just suffering from the dong lashing she's had?
Yeah, she's just suffering from the shock of seeing his schlong and how big it is. So she's just coming round.
Brownie, we've got a chat for you here from Amelia Bedelia, one of your backing singers. Are you ready? Here we go. Full Jamaican, please.
Okay. Dead or alive, you're coming with me, man. Irie.
Thanks, Amelia. Very good.
You're welcome. Lewis,
so
I've got a situation here, girl.
Well, Brownie, rather than read the lines as you are, let's face it, hit and miss at, what's the just get us up to speed here. So what's the situation? Because we've got one bad guy trapped, but
well, he needs his partner, and Yeah, he needs his partner. She's too busy recovering from the cock lashing. And he obviously knows there's more criminals. So, yeah. She needs to get a booty moving, as it were.
And she's struggling, isn't she? She's, yeah. She took the full force of that dong, and then we know what's coming here. We're all bracing ourselves. Feel the tension in the room.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Why don't you let us take over from here, Emil?
Oh dear, it's all going to
good,
go.
is it?
It's all going to go south from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's surrounded.
Your ass is mine. And he goes, no.
He's very calm here, though, Murphy, isn't he? I mean, he takes it well, doesn't he? I mean,
well, he knows his numbers up. Your ass is mine. Not yet, it ain't.
When obviously hard to think back so many years and decades ago, but when anyone was watching this scene, what were the expectations? I mean, obviously no one could imagine the absolute brutal horror that we're about to witness, but did anyone think he'd somehow get out of this, or I don't know, what? Any thoughts? No thoughts. No thoughts on the panel.
None at all. I was fully engaged with the movie at this point. I was thinking, what the hell? How is the hell is going to... I know he's not going to get out of it because you've seen the movie poster in full Robocop armor. So you know he's not going to get out of this encounter. I just didn't expect what was going to happen next.
Yeah. When I was in the cinema, 19-year-old self, I just thought, oh, shit, this is not good. This is not good.
Yeah. The chat are getting very tense. Blue Man, do you recall? I mean, we're not quite there, but we are edging towards it. Do you recall this scene and the carnage we're about to witness?
I was, like I said, I was watching this movie since I was a little kid, and I should not have been watching this film. My parents would hide it from me all the time, and I'd go and try and find it and try and watch the VHS tape in secret. Even to this day, it's brutal. It's hard to watch this entire scene. It's really impressive how it's done technically, but it's also
incredible,
rough. Yeah.
If Ruin had directed this, he'd fade away like a fucking hot fart.
Boddicker is always sticking his oar in.
Just this one scene as well. Yeah, the zoom in that Verhoeven does. Let me just go back one from that. And then it zooms into Murphy's face. You just think, fuck, this is not going to go well. Just that zoom shot, it's like, oh, fuck.
There's something about his facial expression as well, which really, it really draws you in, doesn't it? And you feel his fear. Go on, Blue Man.
Oops.
Sorry, Brian.
I was going to say, his face is it's resilient, but you can tell that he is afraid.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was this movie in particular. I know they did it with Scarface, Brian De Palma did, but I think Paul Verhoeven did it with Robocop as well, where they made him cut it down and cut it down and cut it down because it was so violent for the MPAA in America. But I'm pretty sure this was the version that they released anyway in theaters. I could be wrong with that, but I know Brian De Palma did it with Scarface too.
The version we got in the UK, and I think it was the US as well, it was cut to hell. A minute was lost.
Yeah, the section where we'll see it in a second, but the section where they shoot him in the head was removed, I believe, and then put back later, years later. Yeah.
According to the trivia, the film was running behind and over budget, so director Paul Verhoeven purposely did not film Officer Murphy's death. When the production wrapped, they went back to LA and informed the execs that the scene had not been filmed. But after watching the footage that they did film, they were so astonished by the aesthetics and performances, they gave them more money to film this scene.
Wow.
Oh, great trivia there from Z. Brilliant. I know Brian's got some technical difficulties.
Like your mouth.
But Brian, if you can you give us this line in the style of Lando Calrissian, please?
Well, what have we here?
There we go. Little Star Wars reference for you man babies. Just the casual nature of Boudica just makes it all the more creepy and horrifying, doesn't it?
You a good cop, hot shots. You've got to
Sure
be
you
some
are.
kind of great cop. Oh, sorry,
Oh, easy. I know you get excited.
Gonzi.
Why, you got to be some kind of great cop to come in here all by yourself. Where's your partner?
It's not looking good, is it? It's really not looking good.
I've seen this movie so many times I can hear exactly how they say every word.
Well, guys, the other one was upstairs. I'll start again. Ruin, stop it with a caption. Back it in a minute. I can't read the subtitles, you knobhead. Okay, right, here we go.
Sorry, Princess.
I can't even read it because it says slide 56 over it. I can't read it. She was sweet. Mom.
Jesus.
Yeah, Mom.
Just imagine Brown at the auditions, couldn't you?
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mom. She was sweet. Mom.
We are approaching the 2-hour mark. Can we make a promise, Brown? We will cover the carnage on this stream. We can't leave people hanging, can we?
Yeah, get on with it then.
Well, do you want me to pad to Ahsoka, or do you want to get through this shit? Which one? Make up your goddamn mind.
I took her out. I bet that really pisses you off. You probably don't think I'm a very nice guy. Buddy,
I think you're northern.
Black Guy enjoyed that gag, didn't he? Yeah. he's showing that classic resilience, isn't he? Even though the chips are down, he's. I mean, was there any way out for Murphy here? Is there anything he could have said or done?
Yeah,
Yes.
in a body bag.
Brian
Yes.
thinks yes.
But he doesn't know what he could have said. He's on the OCP payroll working for Dick, and he would have got out of it.
Yeah, but he didn't know, though, did he?
But he didn't know.
Very good, yeah. You see, I got this problem. Cops don't like me, so I don't like cops.
Welcome to Brown Reed's entire script.
By the way, folks. By the way, I'm just going to flash this first.
Oh.
Thank God,
I thought you were going to flash up Brian's thing from the chat. Oh,
context, everybody. It's a movie. It's violent. There's blood. You know what's coming.
But it's not coming for another week because we're going to wrap it up here, man, babies.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you. No, we're not going to do that. Don't worry.
Who would like to move? Who wants to do the?
You all have to drink because of this.
Oh yeah, drink everybody. No.
Is he wearing the Murphy's hat in the background as well?
He is.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Moniker slapped the old helmet on him.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready then?
No, Murphy.
Here we go.
blood,
go.
everybody. We'll probably YouTube doesn't like it, but
There we go.
Yeah.
This is where Brownie loses a lot of money to YouTube. Get ready.
Yeah.
Oh, Brown.
Ooh,
Q
nice.
Brown.
Ooh, look at that.
Remember, it's special effects, folks. Special effects. Rob Bottin, what a genius. What a genius. The unsung hero of this movie.
Brown, you have just increased your female viewership by 20%. Say hello.
Oh, Johnny Lawrence's mum. Hello, lovely chats. Hello, Barbara. How's Johnny today?
Hello to Barbara.
Yeah. Are you ready, folks?
Let's go on. Hang on. Do I have to prepare myself for this, Brown? I mean,
Just do it.
I'm eating my spag bol at the moment. It's not going to ruin it, is it? There we go. Oh,
Rough one.
oh, God.
First time I saw that in the cinema, I just thought,
I was physically shocked.
fuck.
Blue Man, as a fellow musician, he's going to struggle with those bar chords, isn't he, after that injury?
I mean, if he's a lefty like me, that is the fretting hand. That's a bummer.
Yep, he may have to switch to bass after that.
Yeah. What do you think to that, Swappers?
You know, the original version I saw didn't have this in it. It was cut out. So we didn't get to see him dismembered.
No, this part is in the actual original theatrical cut.
Or maybe it was something got cut out then. It was
this part is.
Maybe it was,
this
maybe it was when he got
is.
shot through the head. It was cut out.
Yeah, this part is.
Yeah. But it's sort of I can't quite remember how Tippett did it. It was like it was yanked off with some wire or something, wasn't it? But then it had a blood pack in the prosthetic arm.
Yeah, I think the parts that were cut out were the shot in the head, like when it rotates and you actually see him, and when his arm gets blown off. I think that was because it cuts from like he has an arm and then he doesn't have an arm.
I think that was it. Yeah. 6. What?
Brown, you've got another lady in the chat,
and she's a cynical geek.
Ooh,
your new cynical geek
nemesis. Your nemesis movie,
and she watched it when she was in single digits too.
What? This is meant to be. Wow.
There's a shot just before this where you see the entire hand. Bruno probably would have seen it when he was doing the slides.
Yeah.
You see it coming to bits.
That just blows apart, doesn't it?
Give the man a hand.
Give the man a hand. Yeah, classic line that, folks.
I feel like almost every line since he's entered this scene is quotable.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just, it's not quotable. It's just ingrained on my psyche. I've seen this film so many times.
Little nod to Cerberus Parabolus with the Def Leppard reference. Thank you, Cerberus. We do appreciate that. There's something which makes it even more disturbing, this scene, that they're all laughing and joking while Murphy's being mutilated. You know, it's.
I think if I remember correctly, a few of these were first-time actors, and they really didn't know what they were doing.
Really, because they were fantastic.
Yeah, and I think the laughter was out of nervousness as well. I think if I read correctly, but it just adds to it.
A few people saying the same thing really tells you the mindset. I'm just gonna have to skip back. Is that what's going through his mind when his right hand's been blown apart?
What?
Oh, not the daddy issues. Who changed
it? That's the wanking career gone.
Yes, thanks, Brian. Thanks. Yeah, that's his. That's what he's.
He could use his other arm.
Wow,
It'd be like somebody else is doing it then.
Yeah, it's a stranger.
Yeah, a stranger. Yeah.
Give himself a stranger
until he gets his bollocks blasted off.
Come on, Ruin, get on with it.
All right, Brownie, calm down. You're getting excited now. Okay, and
he's all yours.
Poor Murphy.
Oh.
I remember watching the scene. I think I'd already seen it before, but I remember watching it again, and I put the contrast and the brightness most of the way down to try and cope with it, and it actually probably made it worse just hearing them all cackling and laughing and being younger as well, not been really been able to process it the way you would older.
Oh, in the cinema
scene.
watching this, fucking hell, just
and the blood effects too, with the blood just squirting out of his hand.
Shock, yeah.
And Lewis is trying to help, but she's fucking useless, if we're
slow,
honest. And he's
Yep. Well, she finally smartened up and decided maybe I shouldn't get killed too. If we're being honest.
Oh,
pretty boy, over here.
What happens here? Does he stagger to his feet somehow?
He gets up, yeah. He gets up and then,
staggers to his feet, turns around, and then gets his arm blown off.
Oh,
one shotgun shot,
which you
straight
didn't
to the
see
shoulder
in the cinema, because it was all of a sudden he had his arm and then it just disappears. Like what?
Yep.
And as I said last week, they only released the director's cut probably about, I think it was early 2000s when they released the trilogy. It was very difficult to get hold of, but up until that point, so what's that? That's 87. That was about 13 years, 14 years.
Brown, did it come out on the DVD? I've got a feeling it came out on the DVD release. Am I right?
It did, yeah. It's like a triple,
maybe?
triple. Was it 2005? Yeah, because
I think 2005, 2006. Because I remember watching the full bit. With
so
all
it was literally 18 years, probably 18 years before we could actually see it.
Osella Squadra Course says it's 2002. I thought the DVD came out in 2005.
Someone said she can't fight the patriarchy on her own.
There you go, folks. Remember, this is a film, folks.
Yeah.
Oh. I think, wow. I mean, seeing it in real time is disturbing, but somehow seeing it in these stills is even.
Yeah. It's a whole new way to be disturbed.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a bulletproof vest, too.
Yeah.
That's what keeps him alive, basically.
Yeah. I will say there are plenty of behind the scenes videos and stuff on YouTube because I've been looking. Here you go, Brian Sink. Very elaborate SFX. I've seen the behind the scenes. Yeah, so much stuff on YouTube. Yeah.
The animatronics are pretty incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, Rob Bottin, just the same guy who did The Thing, just fantastic.
Jen Lee Strotchett.
Gently stroke it.
Gently stroke it. Oh, God damn it. She gives a
Dr.
nod
Weller.
to
Dr. Weller, everybody. Dr. Weller.
Nod to Dr. Weller. His performance is exceptional. Really, between Weller's performance and the bad guy, what's his name? Forgotten it already.
Kurtwood Smith.
Yeah, really fantastic, isn't it? Two fantastic performances which really sell the scene. I mean, obviously it's a very brutal and visceral scene, but yeah, the actors really do a great job. And there's Lewis looking on. Yeah. And even the supporting cast there, just the way they enjoy it.
Muzzle flash, drink everybody.
Drink for the muzzle flash. Oh, he's really suffering here, Brown, isn't he?
In the cinema, I've just, as I said, my 19-year-old self just shocked. I'd never seen anything as brutal as this before. I think Paul Verhoeven said he wanted to show the crucifixion of Jesus.
The Passion.
Yeah.
He would have been out of place in this film, Brown.
No, he wanted RoboCop to represent Jesus or whatever. So this was representing the crucifixion and then his resurrection.
There you go. This is the director's cut scene. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has the walking on water scene later on, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is the crucifixion. The resurrection's coming in the next.
Imagine if Jesus did come back as a robot.
Imagine if Robocop fed the 5,000.
Pardon man, pardon machine, all Messiah.
Do you want
Come with me if you want to
sauce?
live.
Forever.
Come with me if you want to pray.
Part vending machine.
Drink, everybody. Muzzle flash.
Oh.
Emil's closing his eyes like a big blouse.
Yeah.
Take a drink. Actually, Andrew just got the undertones.
It's 2 drinks actually because we've got a big bald bonce on the screen. So you got the muzzle flash, you got the baldy.
God.
Oh, he's suffering, man, isn't he? He's suffering.
Yeah.
Brown, we're all going to go to bed and have terrible nightmares after
Well,
this.
not
so
tonight because you're taking forever.
Not
Shit.
me. I'm going to replay this later and have a wank.
Oh, shit. I'm out of ammo.
Oh no,
Irie, Mom.
that's honestly, Brown. I don't know where to go with you, honestly. And Clarence just lights a fag up, doesn't he? It's
He just looks
so
like a
casual.
really bad Nazi, Yahtzee, experimentation World War II doctor. Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Oh, you bastard!
Rough.
Oh no, it's just so brutal.
Director's
I
cut,
don't-
everybody. Director's
yeah,
cut.
so brutal. I didn't know we got 2 of those.
Go on, somebody else do it. Go on.
Go on. Oh, we've moved on. Go on, Z.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Go on, Robo Cynic, you do it.
Does it
Go on.
hurt? Does it hurt?
Oh,
my.
we got a natural escalating key going on here.
Yeah.
Brian, can you go a little higher? Not too high, just a little higher.
A little higher, just a little higher.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Oh, okay.
Swaps.
Swaps
No.
higher again.
I absolutely cannot, but I'll try.
Go on, try.
Nope.
Is that what the
Brown-
nurse said to you when you woke up?
That was the sound I was waking when they were. Never mind.
Ooh.
Go
Go on, Roo. Go on.
Brown, I know you're a Yorkshire man with that deep, gruff, manly
Does it
accent.
hurt, lass? Does it hurt?
No, I want you to go higher than Swappers.
Does it hurt? Does it
No,
hurt?
you've gone lower. You've gone lower.
Go on,
Is
Roo.
any? I feel like Z's got a high one in the bag. Can you go
Does it hurt? Does it? No, I can't do it.
BG territory.
Blue man, I know you Yanks have got a bit of falsetto in the back pocket. So
Oh, Jesus.
go on, squeeze one out. Oh,
What?
He's actually gone into the audio range where only dogs can hear now.
Yeah, my cat's howling.
Certified dog whistle.
oh, brilliant.
Go on, Roo. Go on.
Oh, I'll give it a go, but I've got a fair old baritone going on here. Okay, let me just tighten up the underpants. Let's see how we go here.
Squeeze your bollocks.
Okay,
That'll
here
do
we
it.
go. Here we go.
God.
Jeez. Well done, mate.
Oh my
I
god!
did my best.
That's
Kathy
way
grabbing the
better.
nuts.
Oh, God. No, that absolutely did hurt. I can say that. Wow.
Okay.
I mean,
You go. Do it, please. Go on. Move on. Move on. Okay. Fun's over.
oh, the pain in his face.
Yeah, this is the director's cut where we never got to see the magnificent Rob Bottin Murphy model fully operated. You know when they did the panning shot around it. I can't understand why did they get rid of the panning shot?
Because they'd have to show the headshot, right? And that.
Well, they still showed the headshot. I don't understand why that was because it was just literally the camera going around the animatronic thing.
Oh.
Don't understand it.
Drink again, folks.
Yeah, drink, muzzle flash.
Glad you're enjoying yourself, Cider Feet. Keep it real. Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, because in the theater, the only thing that from that animatronic shot that they kept was the exit wound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw kind of the behind shot
Yeah.
where the previous shot. You never got to see the full camera going round, rotating. For some reason, I can't understand. It's not even gory. I can't understand why they got
I
rid
think
of it.
is it because of the sheer agonizing pain he was in mixed with the visuals?
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
Oh,
Good night,
I mean,
sweet prince.
It's weird that he'd still be alive after that, but since that film has passed, I read a story online about a guy called Phineas Gage. Look him up. He was a foreman for an American railroad construction company, and he survived a large iron rod driven completely through his head and destroyed his brain's left frontal lobe. But he completely survived it.
I remember the story.
Yeah, I've seen the photographs. It's unbelievable.
Drew Gordon.
Well done, Drew, yes.
Yeah, a bit of culture there from Drew. Can we go one further and say which particular text that's from? Anyone?
Midsummer Night's Dream, perhaps.
I would have thought it was Hamlet, but maybe some. I don't know. I'm taking a guess.
Anyway, chat, come on, chat. Earn your money.
Come on, chat.
Quotes.
Drew's already followed up.
Oh, Hamlet. Yeah, sorry. Jim Hamlet. D. You got BBFC being twats. Yeah, and then Hamlet.
There you go.
Yeah,
and Arthur has put a link to the Phineas Gage thing in the chat. Do have a look. It's an incredibly interesting story.
Everyone's saying Hamlet.
Here you go. Cheers, R2. On the money, mate. There you go.
Top modern R2.
Yeah, top money, mate.
What are they waiting up for here?
Because
it's just they're departing stage left. Exit stage, chased by a bear. There you go. You can have that one for your Shakespeare reference catalogue.
Murphy.
I mean, she's in no rush, is she? I mean, I take it she thinks he's just gone.
Imagine if he just waited like 5 more minutes for backup.
Oh,
she called it though. Yeah, she called it.
She's no tactician.
Yeah. There's almost something more kind of symbolic about what happens here rather than any element of realism. The degree that he goes through, obviously, as we mentioned earlier, a bit like the passion for him to come back.
It makes the payback that he gives every single member of the gang later on all the more sweet, though, doesn't
it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna hurt.
What's this shot we're looking at? It looks like a helicopter, is it? Oh, this is yeah.
Now this is an actual hospital crash team, and they ad-libbed this entire scene.
Wow.
Including getting him into surgery.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know that.
No, that's Z, you've given us a couple of gems tonight. So yeah.
So that was kind of like on-the-job training, but killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, 3 birds with 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
His trousers are also back in considerably better condition when you see him getting brought down.
Oh, this gives me flashbacks from Saturday night, this does.
Oh, God. Yeah, of course.
See, here you go. Smilex, the doctors and nurses in this scene are actual quacks. Wow.
Really? Oh, as he said. Moving on.
And we now move into this kind of phase of the movie where we get a lot of point of view of Murphy, don't we? Which is an interesting way to do it, isn't it? It kind of allows for that passage of time.
It's almost like what his subconscious is viewing.
Oh, he really isn't a bad way. It's took one in the head. Oh,
Savage is that, isn't it?
yeah. Brutal.
Bob Morton says we're ready to go to prototype in about 90 days. So that'll maybe give you some idea as to time lapse period.
Quite quick then.
What really makes this particular frame for me is he blinks at this point.
Oh.
Just ever so subtly, just single blink from that one eye lets everybody know that he's still alive and he's still holding on.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh. One job, Brown. You had one job.
Sorry. I'll jump out the window later, don't worry.
Maybe do you have to do the slides even slower?
Here you go, Amelia Bedelia, out of body experience. Yeah, I had a few of those in the 90s when I was young.
A bit of the Kim Cattralls going on there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Poor man's Kim Cattrall.
I was going to do this. I was going to do these scenes as black and white, but I just thought, fuck it.
Yeah.
Today's show is sponsored by Nose and Ear Hair Clippers.
Yeah, he could do it a nasal trim there, couldn't he? But, yeah.
So, can we just go back?
We absolutely can. You
know, Franco, he'd give him one.
Oh no, Franco! Come on,
Franco. I think he means the nurse.
Oh, thank God for that.
Swapper's Rainbow Cop's got some advice for you. Here you go.
Oh God.
Oh.
It's
the worst spelling of hemorrhoid I've ever seen.
I think Murphy's would be on that one.
I've said this before. Anybody who has had hemorrhoids.
Oh God, no.
Never jokes about hemorrhoids. It's a very special club.
Are you trying to tell us you've got bum grapes, Brown?
I've had them in the past, yes.
See, I bet you weren't expecting this, Cynic, when you asked on to review Robocop. Talking about
we've gone all over the place. Talked about Brown's virginity.
So you don't get this on Nerdrotic or B-Sup?
Proctology, gladly.
You know, we're in one of the most emotional moments of the film and we're talking about Brown's piles. It really is, it's gone left field.
Bottom grapes, everybody.
So it's more going to be Brown's piles.
Brownie. Oh, good God. Brownie, I do have to dash to the gentleman's room to relieve myself.
What, cracking one off at this stage?
I'm afraid I must.
You've literally got about 3 slides to go.
I absolutely can't. Been hanging on for about 25 minutes.
Okay,
okay. While I'm gone, a little challenge for the man babies in the chat. Give us your best spelling of the word hemorrhoid.
I know, checking it on Google. Best spelling of hemorrhoids, folks.
Come on, no Googling, just go for it. Okay. Go for it. Okay, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, mate. Don't forget to wipe. So here we go. Point of view. Okay, clothes off. Let's prep him for a central line.
Yeah, all these lines are delivered so matter-of-factly. There's like no emotion in any of these line delivers.
Right, okay, here we go. Jim D. Germaloids is really effective. Allegedly. Here you go. Jay Goodwin. Hemorrhoid. That's not right, is it? No.
Do you know, I don't condone us doing the spelling of hemorrhoid on this stream for obvious reasons, but there's 2 different spellings, one American and one UK. Anyway,
okay. Hanniboroid. Very good. Hemorrhoid. Very good.
That's a bit like Dan Aykroyd. Yeah. I like that. Nice one.
Hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid.
That's when it's particularly horrifying.
Yeah, hemorrhoids. Hemirods.
Homoroids.
Hermoid. Oh God.
Have we got anyone get the jackpot for the hemorrhoids spelling?
Yes, Princess Pants are on or off. Hannah
Oh.
bombs.
Yeah. Here you go, Iceman.
Oh, there's some good
Chat,
ones.
you are wonderful. We are truly blessed.
Very good.
Best chat ever.
Hannah bombs.
Go on, Root. Do you feel better for that anyway, mate?
Oh yes, I desperately needed that one. Yeah, that's what all the drinking game forfeits will do to you. So are we nearing a natural break point?
We are,
Brown?
yes.
Yeah,
we are.
okay.
We are. Not too many. It's the finishing straight, everybody.
Okay. For now, that is. But I guess the thing to look forward to next time will be actual Robocop, won't it?
Oh yes.
The birth of Robocop. So we made it just a transition there. So this is just Murphy kind of
dreaming about his life, isn't he?
Oh wow.
His life is flashing before his eyes.
Oh. And it's while we've got you, movie Cynic, it's the scene we referenced earlier, wasn't it? The spinning gun technique thing.
DJ Laser.
Yep. Hey, he's holding Dreadstar Annual #1 from 1983. I bet that's worth quite a bit then.
There are lots of Easter eggs in this, isn't there?
There is. That same comic is on the shelves in the convenience store.
Yeah,
I've seen a few a little bit later on.
Yeah, when I was doing the slides today for the next scenes, I even noticed another one which I'd never seen before. But we'll keep that for next week.
Laser.
Obviously referencing TJ Hooker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
That outfit's very V-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you do that, Dad?
One.
Was that Brown or was that Swapper's?
Swapper's getting in hot.
Oh, Swapper's getting
I
right in
really
there.
have to tell you something.
Brownie, would you make a move on Murphy's missus in the...
Well, she's available now, so yes.
Even in the bereavement period?
What better time, Ron? Just say it.
Possibly not. You know, I'm a gentleman. Sometimes.
What are you talking about? She's at her most vulnerable. It's the best time to strike.
There's a lot of love for this lady in the chat.
I don't know. That 80s perm does not do it for me.
Oh, it doesn't do it for you. Oh.
Yeah,
No.
the Brian from Queen look is kind of a little bit off-putting, isn't it?
I mean, at the funeral, I'd be like, so you're single now?
There you go, John Z. She's not Heather Locklear, but I'd give her one. Yeah, man after my own heart. Well done, John.
He likes a bit of Heather Locklear, eh? Okay, well, mixed responses there. Never mind, we won't dwell on it.
Here you go, Princess Pants on or off. Weinstein thought he greenlit TJ Hookers. He was so disappointed. That's a thinking man's joke, everybody. Well done. Moving on. Let's not forget
So tragic.
the Basil Poldoris theme track. The movie soundtrack at this point. The music is just fantastic in this film.
Yeah, good shout, Brown.
Yeah,
It is
we
a really good soundtrack.
My friend and I loved the music so much, we actually bought the soundtrack CD at the time.
Both of you, or one to share?
To share, I taped it off him. Honestly, we were just so... You know, when you watch something...
I'm just imagining you and your friends sitting together, listening to the soundtrack.
Yeah, I was 19. This film was just...
Yeah, we all had our gay stage, Brown.
Well, yeah.
Didn't you say last week, Brown, you watched this with your tutor?
I did, yes. We all...
Did you
as I
pass?
said, we all... What?
Eventually.
Now, come on, boys.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Did your tutor have the old box of popcorn with the hole in the bottom?
No, we'd gone past that.
Sweet and salty.
More salty.
Common People in the chat says, Photoshop Z in this scene waving.
I was going to say, isn't it just so good to watch something that you're really, really into, and it's like, fucking hell, that was outstanding. This is, I am infused by watching this. It's fucking incredible. Yeah?
If I didn't know this slide,
what a feeling.
If I didn't know this slide was from Robocop, I'd just be imagining either Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger come running out from behind one of those bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, Brian, I've not had this good a time since last Halloween when we did The Last Jedi. It really is something special. But unfortunately, sadly, we are seeing the demise of Murphy, aren't we? On the
he's resting, folks.
On the table.
And I was saying too, like the line delivery here, and it's probably because they're real doctors, but it's very deadpan and just kind of matter of fact. But it really contributes to the movie because like everyone is so like narcissistic and awful in this movie, and it just kind of contributes to that atmosphere of just no one really giving too much of a shit.
Yeah, the kind of disposable human has got a theme that's got run through it.
Brown, just to go back to your experience of watching this with your tutor, Smilex has actually got a line read for you to do as yourself.
Okay. Smilex in the chat. Oh, how will I ever pass my grade, Professor? Well, one, he wasn't a professor. And two, he wasn't a professor. Moving on.
He wasn't even a tutor. He just told you he was. So
he just turned up. He just turned up off the street, and we just trusted him. His name was Chris. I forget his surname, but yeah, Chris. He was decent. He was a good tutor.
God, the chat. Yep, they're trying the best for him, but he's
not good, is it?
No, it's not good.
Norwegian Blue, folks. He's resting. Go on, press it. Press buttons.
Oh,
that's a sight.
Bastard, you bastard. You'll get it back. Don't know if we're allowed to dox your professor, but was this who it was, Brown?
No,
it wasn't him. What about this one?
No.
Okay.
I think he was called Christopher Savile Schofield. He was a posh one. He was posh.
So is Murphy's last scenes of these evil bastards shooting him up? That's a real shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brian has suggested another name for your tutor who was very close
Hugh
with
Schofield.
you.
No, it wasn't him.
What about this one?
Moving on.
Oh, they're really trying for him, aren't they?
This is it. Come on.
They're really trying. Oh, you bastard, you're going to get it.
Where's she going?
She's pretty happy right now.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, probably no hesitation. Iceman says, can somebody let movie Cynic in on all this Schofield?
No, he knows them. He knows them, don't worry.
Does
any of the panel think this is actually the flashbacks of his life? Does anybody think this is good directing, isn't it, and good editing, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
I think it's good here, but later on it kind of lets itself down. You know, I've got that great line where he's talking about his family when he's unmasked and he says, I feel him, but I don't remember him. But 10 minutes in the film previously, you see him remembering his entire family. So it's...
I took that as like he has flashes, but he can't recall information about them and like fully remember his life with them. That's how I took that anyway.
It depends. I mean, I need to watch it again and think that are they actually showing it to the audience more than him actually seeing it? I don't know. Because I'm tempted to give it the benefit of the doubt, to be honest.
Yeah, because I took that as like when he goes back to his house, like he's just capturing glimpses and knows that he had a family. Like the flashes are letting him know and the audience know that he's remembering he had a family, but can't remember details and all those things. So that's what I got when he delivered that line later.
Mm.
And there it is, folks. The flat line. Wow. And you've chosen this incredibly downbeat moment to wrap us on, Brown. How awful.
Nice 80s tash.
Not this slide, though.
We've seen up his nose about 15 times here.
Yeah. Oh, gun flash. I'm all out of drink, though.
Yeah, drink everybody. That's the... Go on, Swaps.
I was just going to say, what could you possibly buy Robocop as a present for Christmas or his birthday? And apparently a nasal trimmer.
Swappers, while we've got you, because we've not heard much of the old Palpatine Kipling, could you read this one out by, I think it's Amore.
Stephen Amore. Hello, Stephen.
Stephen Amore in the chat.
Talk about giving one. I worked with a girl. I was still 15. Who looked like the 1987 Flake Girl. Don't forget her.
I'm going to have to Google the 1987 Flake Girl, but I'm sure she was a stunner. Well done, Amore.
Amore in the chat is Stephen Amore, who was, believe it or not, in The Dark Knight. I kid you not.
Yeah, it was in The Dark Knight, yeah. On the boat.
And King Lear as well.
Was he the cock, Liam Neeson's cock double? Is that what he was doing?
Yes. Moving on.
It could be because he's 6'4". So.
Oh, all the girls in the chat are suddenly interested. Well, good for you. Oh.
Fade to black.
And there we go. And that's your lot. Is that 6:15? That's the official time of death.
That's it, folks.
Wow. And there we go. I mean, maybe we just leave it there, Bram. We don't do any more of this movie. That's where we call it.
That's it. Act 2 next week. Yeah, we'll just leave it there, yeah.
And that was the movie Dead Cop. In its entirety.
Blue Lives Matter, the movie.
Yes.
Brian, you've normally got a good handle for these things. Where would you have us in terms of movie time? Have we made much progress tonight?
Oh, let me see. We've cut a fair bit. Oh.
I know what it is.
Oh, do you?
It's about the maybe 35-minute mark. Is that right about there?
Okay.
No, 26 minutes and 38 seconds.
Is it?
Yes.
What?
So we've only
Why
done,
was I thinking 39 minutes?
We've done 12 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
You're getting an entire stream ahead of yourself there, Brown.
Sorry.
I've got one of the cut versions in front of me here. That's why I'm out significantly. Anyway.
Well, there we go, folks. It's been what an experience it's been watching someone get absolutely mutilated.
Isn't it great doing a stream with stuff we actually like?
Incredible detail we've gone into on it. Well, Brown, what's coming up? You need to entice the audience to return next week. So what can we look forward to next week?
Not much, really.
Oh, you've got to do better.
Do you want like a preview? Is that what
a
you're
preview?
saying?
What's coming up?
Which one was that? That was number 3, wasn't it? Okay, we'll do a quick preview then.
Well, whenever you're ready.
Bear with me. No, I'm just.
No, you
bear with me. Bear with me.
Okay. Do you want me to bust into a bit of Lizzo? Oh, what's this? I thought it was Matt Hancock for a moment. What's going on? Yep. So here we go. So this is. I mean, we just keep going if you want, Brown. I'm not in work
No,
tomorrow.
we don't.
You just
We're,
keep.
no, we're done. We're done.
Sorry, everyone. We got you all excited. Yeah. So next week we're actually going to get to see Robocop himself.
There's a late super chat coming in. Do you want to do it, Ro?
Oh, go on then. Dead Cop. Brownie wrote this.
Garth
Filmed
Knight.
by Ian David Diaz. And that's from Garth Knight. And it's $4.99 in the form of dollar. So thank you.
Please send my regards to Michael.
Regards to Mike. I like to call him Girth as well. Girth Knight.
Oh, yes.
Fancy doing another half hour?
No.
Take it up to the...
No. That's it.
13 minutes was enough. 30 minutes per...
That's the end of Act 1. That's it.
Okay, well, look, let's just have some closing thoughts on what we've witnessed tonight, and we've gone through this together. It feels like fairly traumatic, but Brian, I know you want to carry on, but what do you think? Did you enjoy the dismemberment of Murphy?
When I finally got to see the entire version, it was really pretty incredible as to the level of gore that went into it. I don't know. Part of me thinks it was necessary in order for the rest of the film not only to happen, but to just really solidify and bolster his actions later on. But I think there's maybe even a better film in here that wouldn't have needed that. I think a lot of it is good enough that you don't have to go to these extremes, and suggestion would probably work just the same. I'm kind of looking forward to moving on past this and getting to the nitty gritty, which we will do in the next couple of months.
Well, it's either that or Ahsoka.
Common People's just dropped an absolute banger in at the right at the death. Cop tease, very good. Common People, very good. Z, are you looking forward to seeing a bit of android action? We get to actually see the robotic cop next week.
It's my favourite thing to wank off to, sir.
Oh, great. Great. Okay. Well, just make sure you backed up your hard drive for next week and all that shenanigans.
Yes, I'll make sure that I'm right on time and no audio problems on the next stream.
Excellent.
Cheers.
Blue Man, I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. Did you?
I'll be back. Oh, yes.
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 And I'm sure, having witnessed the horror of Murphy's demise, I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing him in his full glory.
I am. I need to see my man resurrected and taking revenge.
Cyborg, not android.
Okay. Don't get all technical with me.
Chat's good.
For God's
Sorry.
Yeah. Cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
Pride
Sorry,
matters.
I'm pressing buttons. You're pressing them. There you go.
There we go. Okay, whatever. I don't pay attention
Sorry,
to the
chat.
detail. I've lost my track now. Who are we speaking to? Swappers. What are you looking forward to, Swappers?
I'm looking forward to him showing up at the firing range. That first moment.
Oh yeah.
When you just hear the absolute incredible sound of that sidearm blasting off.
He
and then
does have a mighty weapon.
Look at that fucking gun!
And the first time he confronts the first of the gang as well. There's just relish it every time I see it.
Movie Cynic getting some stick from the chat there for quoting from a different
I'll be back
movie, but we appreciate it. Well, Brownie, I'll give you the closing thoughts then.
Did you
what
ask
are you looking forward to?
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
How's the pacing, Brown? I know you like to hurry me along.
I think 2:30 Scottish dentist time is just a really, really good time to bail. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just amazing how this just kind of just paces itself organically. We could go slower.
Jesus Christ.
Ruin, you available, mate?
I'm always available, especially for my old friend Girth Knight. He's reached down the back of his sofa. He's pulled out a couple of used condoms and he's kept going, and he's found $4.99, and he said, "Ruin, will always subvert our expectations as to where we end up on the celluloid.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there we go. Doing what I love best, Girth, and we thank you. Yeah, so favorite part of tonight, was it the hemorrhoid spelling challenge? Was it
I think it was
was
me
it where we all
getting
took
the
turns
beer
to
from
sing
downstairs, opening a bottle of beer. That was my favourite part. I
I
don't
think
drink normally.
it peaked early for me when Swappers did Bright Eyes. That was I like that moment. And also the moments where Brown just forgets he's on a live stream with 80 people watching and a load of guests, and he just starts reading the script to himself.
Yes, in an attempt to move it along. What I'm looking forward to next week is seeing Robo for the first time properly. So there's going to be lots and lots of look at that.
Oh yes, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Brown is the only man who could produce 600 slides and then have a go at me for taking my time. You know,
It's just so difficult to edit them down because I just love every single moment of this film.
Well, personally, I think we go back to the start and do it properly.
No, please don't. Go on, Moose, see us out there, mate.
Okay, did I go to Zee? I'm losing track here. I've had far too many these cloudy
Yes, I was the
ales.
first person you came to.
Oh, sorry, Zee. Okay.
And then
just
you
checking.
came over everybody else.
Okay. Any requests? Do you want me to sing you out? Did you say, Brown?
Just get on with it.
Oh, yeah.
You're filling for time for 2:30. I salute your professionalism.
Chat, if you quickly get your request in, I'm willing to just shoot from the hip. So I'm sure someone in the chat will give me something I can work with. It's a lot of Calculon shit going on. I still don't get that inside joke. I've been doing this for years.
Calculon has arisen, much like Murphy. Yes.
Yes.
Everybody check out Futurama. It's fantastic.
It's a fantastic suggestion from SmileX, and
go on then.
As someone who's actually learning a lot of ABBA at the moment.
There you go.
Okay, I guess I'll just thank the chat. You've been absolutely outstanding.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat. We are nothing without you. And I must thank all my fellow guests as well. We want to say thanks to Robocop. Thank you, Brian.
Cheers, Rune. Thanks also to Cynic, Swappers, Brownie, Z, and of course the hemorrhoid specialists in the chat.
Cheers, Brian.
Well said. Thank you to, of course, RoboShop as he is tonight. Good to have you along again, Swappers.
Thank you very much, Ruin. Thank you very much, Mr. Brown, for the invite, and to Paul Verhoeven for making a fucking amazing film, and to the chat who've been bloody hilarious, and everyone on the panel as well.
Oh yes, thank you, Z. You've been as sexy as ever.
Always a pleasure to be with my fellow panel members, and thank you very much for all the chat that stuck with us right the way through this.
Cheers, chat. Brilliant.
Quick thanks to Brown, as always, for putting up with us. And as I've saved until last because I know how much he was looking forward to this, and I hope we haven't spoiled it for him. But thank you, Movie Cynic.
Yes.
Yes, we did spoil it for you. Okay, I'm just checking. I hope not. I hope you'll come back and join us again, Movie Cynic. We've enjoyed your company tonight.
Oh, I'll be here to finish this movie.
Excellent.
That's for sure.
Excellent.
Super chat at the death.
Super chat at the death. Yeah. Girth Knight says for $4.99, Zee-ThreePIO is brilliant for a gay droid. Yeah. I mean, he's brilliant because he's a gay droid, maybe. But thank you, Girth.
Androids
Brownie...
and androids.
Swappers, just before we go, how's the bum grapes?
You got 40 seconds.
Okay.
They're holding steady.
They're holding steady. Folks, I'm going to sing us out. So until next week.
Leave a comment afterwards, folks. Even if you hated it.
Subscribe, unsubscribe.
You know what to
that
do.
normally works.
Cheers, everybody.
And take care.
Ruin's going to sing us out.
Friday
at the
night
weekend.
and the nights are low, looking out for a place to go where they play the right music. Getting in the swing, you come to look for a king. And if you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
19.
Dancing queen, feel the beat from Liam Neeson's dong. Oh yeah. You Edwards, Phil Schofield, having the time of
their
lives.
Ooh.
Oh, see that horse drop his kicks. I'm gone.
You're all going to hell.
Timing.
I'm gone.